for the reproductive system to be suppressed, there's an imbalance somewhere. And that is where we need to talk about the cortisol part. Your body constantly producing cortisol to keep up with the stress. Could it be nutritional stress from all the inflammatory food you're taking? Constantly eating? Could it be mechanical stress from constantly working out without getting your rest days in? 3 times per week is okay, and get your rest days. Yeah. Could it be emotional stress? I mentioned that as the last because wherever you have to know how to find your center, how to do yoga, you need to know how to meditate, talk to someone. You need to do all these things to handle your emotional stress. So when your body is struggling to produce the cortisol, this one is suppressed because they share the same precursor, the cholesterol. So this raw material has to decide where to go, and the body first prioritizes the stress. It has to handle your survival mode before it handles your reproductive system. So that is why this one is suppressed and this one is higher. Apart from that, it also can suppress the LH, the FSH, all these hormones that are used to, regulate your cycle. This is how some women end up getting infertility, how some women have shorter luteal phases where they produce the egg. That is why it's harder for them to get pregnant when they're trying. They say they're trying. But basically, they should maybe look into the hormones part so that they can have a regular cycle. Either way, that is the point. The problem is not there. The problem is here because even the cortisol is the one that raises insulin. It's the one that can put you at risk of PCOS because of the insulin. So once you handle this stress part, once you find your center, you will probably not have any of these problems, because I believe that a woman should be horny, happy, and productive. If you're not happy, because the progesterone is the happy hormone, so you find that when the progesterone is down and the estrogen is up, this is the what we call the hormonal imbalance, what we call the estrogen dominance. Then there is a problem. When this progesterone is low, then you are more moody, you have more cramps. So at the end of the day, when you solve this hormone issue from this cortisol part, you have literally almost solved the whole problem.